We have confirmed that the shooter was the son of one of the teachers. There are names going around that are being reported. The officials have not identified the shooter or any of the victims yet, officially. So I am not at liberty to say what the name of the shooter was, but we have confirmed that it was the son of one of the teachers.
A law enforcement officer told the Associated Press the alleged gunman was a 20-year-old Adam Lanza, whose mother was a teacher at the school. She's reportedly one of the victims of the rampage. There were also reports the gunman died of self-inflicted gunshot wounds and that his older brother is being questioned by authorities.
The Associated Press has reported that the gunman's brother is cooperating and not believed to have any connection. AP also said this evening that 3 guns were found, 2 pistols, including a Glock, and a 223 caliber rifle in the back of a car.
Honestly, the primary and first and foremost thing we've got to get done is the identification of all the deceased. We have preliminary IDs, but we have to do it legally by law, and we want to do it properly. We would expect that the lieutenant and I will be here first thing in the morning between 7 and 8 o'clock, and by that time we're hoping to have positive identifications of all the deceased to provide you at that time. We will send you out a news release, a press release. If you're not on our email list, get it off the AP. And primarily it's going to include all the details we've given you for all the briefings that we've given you during this evening. I see no need to keep you all here tonight. Do what you feel is correct, but we will do no more briefings tonight. I'm going to, again, defer till probably 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. That's what we're shooting for. The way we investigate major crimes, and for those of you that aren't here on a regular basis, it's a very meticulous process. We leave no stone unturned. We take as much time as we need. We use all the resources that we have available to us. We will do that in this case and then some. This is a case of extremely large magnitude, as you know, between Newtown and state police and our federal partners that we'll utilize, and even some out-of-state partners will help us reach out of state if anything crosses the state borders. It's going to take a long time. We'll be processing this building, and I'm just speculating right now, but at least until Sunday, at least. We'll go backwards as far as we have to go in this investigation, and hopefully we'll stumble on answers, and we'll hopefully not develop many more questions, but we want to be able to build a process and build a story. And an investigation like this is like a puzzle. All right, we want to put this puzzle together and form a complete picture so that everyone, without any doubt whatsoever, can truly understand what occurred. So what I'd like to say is that we'll come back tomorrow in the morning, let's say 8 o'clock in the morning, to let you know how we've progressed overnight. As we prepare the list of positive identifications, I want to do one list. I don't want to do a piecemeal. I don't want to do a couple here, a couple there. I want to do one final list. The minute that's done, we'll be here with it, and we'll also post it on our website so that it's available to everybody. All right.
The dead believed to include Sandy Hook school psychologist and the principal. Police discovered another adult victim, the gunman's mother, reportedly at home in Newtown. The gunman, too, is dead. Police say they fired no shots. A tight-knit community, including a nurse who lived nearby and rushed to help, shocked, distraught.
I see you've been crying.
Yes.
Is it because of what you saw?
They arrived to carnage. The killer, says a law enforcement source with detailed knowledge, was dressed for battle in black fatigues and armed for mass murder with 2 pistols and a military-style rifle.
Among the dead, 20-year-old gunman Adam Lanza and his mother, who was a teacher's aide at the elementary school. He came with a bulletproof vest and 4 guns, including 2 semi-automatic handguns and possibly an assault rifle, say authorities. He killed so many of the kids she loved.
We are still getting new details about the suspected shooter, Adam Lanza. So many questions about who he is, what may have driven him to do this.
Well, Diane, tonight police identified the shooter, as you said, as 20-year-old Adam Lanza, seen here in a picture taken 7 years ago and provided to ABC News by a family friend. A relative told ABC News today that Adam was obviously not well, something we also heard from family friends in Newtown, who described the young man as troubled and described his mother, Nancy, as very rigid. Police late today said his mother's body was found in the family home. State and federal authorities believe his mother may have once worked at the elementary school. As part of the investigation, authorities today also searched the New Jersey apartment of Adam's older brother, Ryan, in Hoboken. Police had initially identified Ryan as the killer until he sent out a series of tweets saying, "It isn't me, I was at work all day." Police tonight are questioning Ryan and his father at a New Jersey police station, and federal agents and state police want to know why that young man was set off, what caused that, and how and when did he accumulate such an array of weapons and ammunition, Diane.
His cousin, Vicky Soto, was just 27 years old. She was a teacher in the school for 5 years. What happened for her inside there today?
The family was informed that she was trying to get her children into a closet and protect them from harm, and by doing that put herself between the gunman and the children, and that's when she was tragically shot and killed.
Well, Cynthia, he was armed to the teeth with legally purchased guns and went from obscurity to infamy. Until today, Adam Lanza was known mostly in his neighborhood as someone who did not play well with others. Adam Lanza was a child of an affluent Connecticut town and the child of divorce. Tonight, Adam's brother Ryan and his father Peter, a GE tax lawyer, were questioned by the FBI and police in New Jersey, looking for clues as to what led the youngest member of the family to kill. Someone believed to be Ryan Lanza left the station tonight without comment. After first killing his mother at the family home, authorities say the young man headed to the Sandy Hook Elementary School wearing a bulletproof vest. Authorities say he was armed with a semi-automatic assault rifle and 2 high-powered pistols like these. Police say both his mother and his father legally owned a number of guns of the same kind. A relative said Adam was obviously not well, starting when state and federal authorities first identified the shooter as Adam's older brother, Ryan, now a New York accountant. That led to Ryan posting messages on his Facebook page. "It wasn't me. I was at work. It wasn't me." But when Ryan arrived at his home in Hoboken, New Jersey, police took him into custody for questioning. Authorities want to know if Ryan or anybody else in the family had any idea Adam was threatening to become violent. Police know in horrifying detail what happened inside that school, but they don't yet have any idea what happened inside the damaged mind and broken soul of Adam Lanza.
Here is what we know right now. The shooter, Adam Lanza, was 20 years old. He also shot his mother before coming to the school. The bodies of the children slain are still in the school, and families were notified overnight. The names of the victims will be released this morning.
Just when you thought they couldn't get worse or more shocking, along comes Adam Lanza, who began his day by killing his mother and ended it by storming that school. And of all the people he shot, there was only one survivor.
9:40 a.m. Reports of gunfire at Sandy Hook Elementary.
Sandy Hook School. Callers indicating she thinks there's someone shooting in the building.
Police say 20-year-old Adam Lanza, seen here as a teenager, wore a bulletproof vest and was carrying at least 3 semi-automatic weapons, including a rifle. The shooter's mother, Nancy Lanza, who authorities believe may have worked at Sandy Hook at some point, was found dead. Police say Adam Lanza shot her before he stormed the school. Around noon, ABC News learned that Lanza had killed 27 people, most of them children, before turning the gun on himself.
Overnight, police engaged in the horrifying work of identifying the bodies and then notifying the families. Now the big question in this investigation is why? What was the suspect's motive? George, if past his prologue, we may get an answer, but it will be deeply unsatisfying.
Speaking to reporters, there will be Lieutenant Paul Vance from the state police, as well as Lieutenant George Cinco from the Newtown Police Department, updating all the reporters and, of course, the entire country on the details of the shooter, 20-year-old Adam Lanza, and the shooter's mother, who appears to have been the motive for sparking this deadly rampage. He came in, we are told, with at least 3 weapons, used those weapons to open fire on 2 different classrooms in which teachers and children were killed. Let's listen in.
Minutes and bring you up to date with the progress that we've made in this investigation. With me is the Chief of Police from Newtown, the Field Operations Commander of the State Police, and my counterpart here from Newtown Police Department. As you know, the victims have been positively identified by the Office of the Chief State's Medical Examiner. They're still in the process of doing some of their work, and as soon as that work is completed, we will be prepared to release in writing to you a formal list of names, birth dates, and information. There is one Well, there's a couple major factors. Number one, when we release that list, and we would ask you again, as we did yesterday, at the request of all of the family members, they have asked for you to please respect their privacy. They're going through, as I know you understand, a very difficult and trying time. The minute the medical examiner is done, and I mean that sincerely, the minute he is done, he is coming here, and we will again provide all the detailed information, or as much detailed information as we can, relative to the work that his office did both overnight and continue to do as we speak. Yeah, we're going to allow the medical examiner. We're going to wait for the medical examiner to come in and provide the identities of the shooter, of all the deceased in this investigation.